the Facebook app of Time Hop. You and I have done 4th of July 7 years ago, 6 years ago. Definite pictures of us that I know of.
How
Looking at
how would you like that big rig as a camper?
no, thank you.
We can definitely go off roading with that thing.
No, thank you. Looking at last year's Time Hop, I had a work issue with a particular manager. A year later, I'm no longer there. I'm doing my own thing, tutoring, and I'm working there part time when I want to, when they call, and they haven't called. So, you know, times change, things change, people change, dreams change, and it's 4th of July. Our local area has changed the post and how they do 4th of July. So, if you're not pre-registered, you can't get on post. If you're not pre-verified, you cannot get on post. So we didn't do that. My family has had military family and friends for over 20 years. So they've come down last year, this year, a couple other years. Some of them have left this morning. Some of them will leave tomorrow. But we have been busy all week. I've been over there off and on. Um, we actually did lunch with them instead of dinner, and now we can change clothes after this and go to the country.
And
Hang out with your folk.
a your family had one of these in the background,
Yes,
backyard, not background.
my niece and my nephew are Earth Day and another birthday right there close together. And so, because we had other kids as well, Mama decided that was their birthday and everybody. A couple adults went down. uh, Not many though, but about 3 of us went down, up and down. Hmm.
It's
That is the oldest daughter, Laura. That is her husband and one of her girls. So that's Tony and one of the girls. That's my dad and Mr. Richard. That's Laura, one of her girls, and her mother is facing the other direction. Um, the guys. But I'll tell you how we met the Kings. My parents PCS to Hawaii, and Richard and Jeannie were already there. And so there was 9 of us. There was Richard, Jeannie, Laura, Nathan, and Aaron, Alan and Denise, Elizabeth and Stephanie. And Richard and Jeannie were chaplain friends. There's the 2 youngest. There's Aaron with the black hair and Stephanie with the brown hair. So my younger sister and the youngest of the original 5 Kings, Aaron King. So together there was 9 of us. We all met at a local church. Richard was also a chaplain for Post, so then we started going to the church on Post. Richard and Jeannie. And so through the years, we have always done things together. We've always gotten together. We've always called each other. There's my mother and Hosanna. They got in the pool. So Richard, Jeannie, Laura, Nathan, and Aaron, Alan, Denise, Elizabeth, and Stephanie, the original 9. That's Aaron and her little one. She actually has 2 other children that did not come with her this trip. Um, so everybody has gotten married, everybody has gotten divorced, everybody has extended family. So this trip, there was actually 20 people for dinner every night. Breakfast and lunch was about 18 for the last 5 days. They got here Wednesday. Some leave Monday, some leave Tuesday. So that's what we have been up to. The house, our front bedroom was slated to sleep 4, and the children coaxed parents to all pile up in the homestead living room. So we had no one all week. It was just us all week at the house. So that made it interesting going back and forth and doing different things. It's always good to see them. We PCS'd out of there first. They PCS'd out of there a year later. The children did not know it. We all met up at Disney, and for the first time in my life, my dad said, "Bang on the middle door." And we opened the door, and screams were had from all ages and all sides. And we hung out with them in Disney for a week. They have been in Georgia. They've been in South Carolina. Their son, which is my age, has been to Korea and back because his dad PCS'd to Korea with them. And they're actually living in Huntsville and have lived in Huntsville for quite a while. They've been to Colorado and back. So we all talk here and there every once in a while, but there was only 8 of the original 9. We've just come to accept that it's always going to be just the 8 of the original 9. And kids and grandkids. We've had the discussion this weekend that the children were now at the original age, older than when we all originally met the first go round in Hawaii. 3 generations of fun, 3 generations of friendships. So we try to get together every 4th of July. And that's what we've been up to. You've been working. I've been tutoring. I've picked up a second student, finally committed to a second student. Other things have fallen through, and I haven't been able to pick up a second student. So right now, I'm carrying 2 students at a time. Normally, I have 1 student finish, 1 student finish, 1 student. And I'm on my 3rd student and have picked up my student number 4. And student number 4 will be Monday and Friday. And student number 3 will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the funny thing that I made a post on Facebook this week was God has a funny sense of humor because they're both lefties.
What you got against lefties?
And I'm a righty, so it's interesting to, teach how to hold the pencil. And I used to be lefty, and I still pick up left, and I still pick up right. So I made a funny joke, and everybody jumped on Facebook and said, well, he said, what you got against lefties? Because I know several lefties, you right brain thinkers. But that's what I've been up to, and you've been working.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up hours, and since taking on maintenance, my hours have dropped, and I've been picking up extra hours at work at McDonald's, and extra hours at as much as I can at the station, a radio station locally. In fact, I had a conversation. 2 people were talking. Well, we were all talking, and 2 people got into the conversation of how cheap they can get into a fireworks show. One can go to this show and get in for $5. One can go into that show and get into for $4. I'm like, dude, I can up all of y'all. The radio stations I work for, it's on top of an 8-story building. I get on the roof. I have a 360-degree view. Headland, Ozark, Delville, Enterprise, Fort Rucker, the Fairgrounds, Webb, and all the neighborhoods in between, and watch all of them on the second, the third, the fourth, and not pay a dime. And they're like, I hate you.
But it's been rainy, so I mean, you haven't been able to see much.
Yeah.
Even here in the neighborhood, we've had several shoot off here in the neighborhood, and it's been so cloudy and rainy that you haven't seen any. You hear them, but you just don't see them.
And coming back into the neighborhood from her parents' house, I see one yard had 3 of the mortars tubes sitting in the yard. So they were shooting off what I call mortars or thumpers because they thump, pop. But I see we got 2 in the house. I don't know who we got in the house. Because it tells me one from Facebook and one from the YouTube.
One from YouTube is probably me.
You're watching an ad. No, you're behind. Never mind. Let's see.
Not about ice cream. It's not about jumpy houses. It's about our history of America. It's about our freedoms.
I saw an image earlier. It said, "This holiday made in part by civilians with guns." True, it's true.
1776.
1776. People fought for our freedom, and still do. Still do. By all means, our military still fights for our freedom.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody else says. They fought for us to wear these colors, to wave our flag, and ain't nobody going to put that down. So, I respect everybody that has come before me to fight for my freedom. And I'm sure you do the same.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I had a rough morning in church this morning. No Pledge of Allegiance, no Star Spangled Banner, no America the Beautiful, no recognition of America. And we were supposed to have a church luncheon. Maybe they did over there, maybe they did not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It just hurts my heart that America has fallen so far from history that there is no respect for the colors. There is no respect for Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. There is no respect for the EMTs. There is no respect for dispatch, fire, and police. And it just, as an American, as a third generation military dependent, it hurts my heart. And it's very frustrating to me that, but that's a right. That's a right. And I have to remind myself that Smo Joe has the right to be wrong. And I have to I then have to grin and bear it and move on.
not everybody was raised to respect the country they live in. And I've got my own opinion to that I don't think is appropriate for here. So I'm not going to share it. If you'd like to know my opinion, you can email me at Aloha Conk, gmail.com. Anyway, upcoming events and activities.
I got people till Tuesday. I've got tutoring. I've got people here till Tuesday. I've got tutoring Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We've got plasma and platelets this week, Monday
Yep.
and Wednesday.
We're going to go see the other half of the family this
This evening.
evening. We've got a minor league, farm league ball game coming up Sunday after next.
The biscuits.
The biscuits. And I wonder if they're going to have any biscuits.
Always.
Their anteater is going to shoot them out of an air gun. I never understood that. An anteater as a mascot. RV Underway is here.
Hi. Thank you for coming to join our chitty chit chat. Chit chat.
He says, just got off the phone with your brother. He says hello. Well, hello, brother. How
Which
you doing?
one?
Probably the one that's afar. Not the one nearby. Clay.
Playing Tara.
I'm almost.
I know they follow your parents. I wonder if they follow us.
That's a good one. I haven't seen them on the follow list
The tube lately.
on the tube. Now, back in the day, the tube was the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, the tube is the YouTube. How's it going with the company visiting?
Let's see.
How many tins do we have? 10,
Let's see.
20, 30, 45. How many people we got all together?
Ellen, Denise, Elizabeth, Kirsten, Stephanie, JW, Caleb and Hosanna. Then we have
And that's
Laura and
just
Tony. Her 4. And Jeannie and Richard. Her 4. So that's how many?
18, 19, almost 20.
Total of 19 with the company. And they have all dispersed. Some have left here, there, and tomorrow, and Wednesday, and Tuesday. No one has stayed at our house because arms have been twisted and everybody's been in the living room. So that's fine by me. House is always open. You know the code to the garage, you can get in the house. Guess I shouldn't put that on national TV, but oh well.
Well, the code is that thing you put in to get in, right? I don't know what it is. I can't get in. Yeah, you're kind of behind on the tube. RV Underway says, wow, big group. Happy 4th of July.
Yeah. There was 9 of us originally, and there's 3 generations at that house now. One of the original 9 never shows up for 4th of July. So it is what it is.
I can't wait till the Biscuits game, but I have to. Well, not much going on with us until we can get camping again. So here we are, 21 and a half minutes in.
When will our next camping trip be?
Really good question.
I think we should pick a late
a-
weekend in July or early weekend in August
Yeah, it'd have to be a Monday, Tuesday.
when all the kids go back to school.
Yeah. So
Yeah, with your work, well, with your work schedule, we could ask off this far out,
well,
and it
we
could be
could
Saturday,
be-
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
yeah,
So we
and-
could leave on a Friday and have 5 full nights.
yeah.
We'll have to look into it.
The Biscuits game is on the 18th of this month, and we have fun every time we go. I remember when I used to go with the Joy FM. I'd do some work with them. They say, "Hey, you did some work. Here's a tip. Would you like to go?" So, and now I get to go to the church, and I gotta pay. But yeah, it's the 18th. It's going to be an evening game, and we'll have plenty of time to get back home. So we're going to go ahead and
End it here.
end it here, since we're don't have much to talk about.
Okie dokie.
So
We will see y'all later
I
next
know
week.
I know RV Underway is having themselves a live. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this in.
I think RV DJ has been traveling this week, so she's got some interesting stuff up there with them in their channel. I haven't seen much for Nursing Our Travel Bug.
I didn't see that they're doing a live today, but I can check real quick.
Checking.
It doesn't appear that they are,
They're probably busy.
yeah. Uploads and past streams. They don't have one posted.
Set.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. We will see y'all later.
All right. Aloha. And
Happy 4th
happy 4th.
from the
And
Aloha Conch. We will see y'all later.
mahalo. Yeah, right.
That is right.